Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big Mo, and it is my honor to introduce to you, for your main event of the evening, the reigning, the defending, hands down, some of the biggest idiots in professional boxing. Good Lord, who gave these guys a microphone? Please take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, together they make up the Proper Podcast.
We'll come back to this in a minute because first of all, I want to do Daniel Dubois.
Oh, dear. All right. Yeah, no worries,
yeah.
mate. Whatever you want to do.
So, did that surprise you?
Yeah. So soon? Absolutely, it surprised me. But you can see what's happened there, can't you? It's too many cooks spoiled the broth, didn't they? You don't need. Yeah, it was the same. It reminds me a little bit when Chris Eubank Jr. went over to Adam Booth in it, and then Senior started sticking his nose in, and Adam Booth was like, "I can't fucking do this."
Yeah,
and I reckon it's a similar sort of situation that's happened over there. Stan's obviously got to try to get too involved, and Tony can't work like that. I wouldn't work like that if I was a coach. But listen, just let us work. You don't need to be involved. If you don't trust what I'm doing, then see you later. I think
it seemed like Dubois' decision, though. Did you hear Dubois on Talk Sport? Just the way he spoke was, they had made their mind up that it wasn't right. So then, he said it was a rash decision. Now he's gone back to Don Charles. Like, obviously, the Miller fight, the Hrgovic fight, the Anthony Joshua fight, winning the world title. It was a rash decision. I thought I could go on and learn some new things. But then he said something that sort of stuck me, goes, but now we've agreed it's right to go back to Don Charles. So when he said we have agreed, I was like, who's that? You and your dad. So was it Stan that decided, look, this ain't working with Tony, you need to go back to Don? Or was it Daniel saying to his dad, this is not working, I don't want to be with Tony Sims, I don't like the setup, I don't like the training methods, I want to be back with Don? Who's made that decision to go back to Don? Was it Dan telling his dad, or was his dad telling his son?
Before you answer, do you think the arrival of Johnny Fisher has had a part to play in this as well, the Sims camp?
No.
No. Why would
he's not getting... Well, no, he's not getting that, maybe that one-on-one he gets with Don Charles. He's got to split his time with Johnny and Daniel. And maybe Daniel wants a bit more one-on-one.
Yeah, but Don Charles has got other fighters, hasn't he? He's got Harry Armstrong.
Yeah, but he hasn't got any other... he's got Harry Armstrong, Johnny Fisher. Yeah, maybe.
Conor Ben, is the gym too loud and buzzing and it's all happening? Does he need
I think it might be a bit of that as well, maybe.
Maybe. I don't
too much going on.
I was surprised, but then I thought about it and I thought, well, I'm not surprised, really. Don's been the best thing for Daniel, hasn't he, really? Got him to a world title, got him through them Hrgovic and Miller fights. Like, he done amazing for him. I couldn't believe he left in the first fight. Well, I could believe it because I just could. But, yeah, I thought it was a silly move, really. There was no need. Because you lost to Usyk, that doesn't really give you a reason to all of a sudden jack everything in.
He didn't even have a fight with him, Sonny. Didn't have a fight with him. Didn't even do a real camp with him. Like, what could have been so wrong in just a matter of weeks that you got to go, you know what, this ain't right. I'm moving. I'm back and going back. And also, if I'm Don Charles, I'd be like, well, hold on a fucking minute. You just fucked me off a minute ago. Like,
nah.
His fucking bank manager ain't saying that.
I know. But,
how much you paying me?
Don strikes me as a proud man,
no.
No, he's not that proud.
No? Right, fair enough.
Neither would I.
No, do you know what I'm leaning towards is this? So reading between the lines, do you remember when Anthony Joshua and Dubois fought? Do you remember when they did like a face-off somewhere? And then as the camera sort of panned out, he pushed Don Charles. Remember that? He pushed Don Charles out of the way, Daniel Dubois. And then also, I feel like we've said it on here loads of times, whenever Daniel Dubois speaks, he never ever gives Don Charles his flowers. Like, he never ever says, like, Don Charles is a great trainer, or, I was listening to my coach, he did this, he did. He always just thanks his dad. I'm like, fucking hell, Don Charles is in the corner here. Like, he's the one training. He never, ever thanks Don Charles. So reading between the lines, I was thinking to myself, was it Daniel Dubois that actually said, you know what, I want to try something new. I want to go to Tony Sims. And then he's gone there. Then it's his dad that's gone, nah, you're going back over to Don Charles. He tried to spread his wings, but then...
I reckon it's more of that, what you said just then.
The latter. His dad just said, no, you're going back to Don Charles.
I think so.
By the by, Kieran Farrell put up a post, who was working alongside Don with Daniel. He put up a post saying, I'm getting a lot of people messaging me about Dubois and Don. You won't be seeing me returning. I left for multiple reasons. I had all the time in the world for Daniel, but I was promised the world. I gave up a lot of stuff, put family aside for him and whatnot, but I was never compensated fairly.
There's a principled man, Kyle. We was looking for one a minute ago. There's one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
They do exist.
So, yeah, I mean, he obviously weren't paid properly for the Usyk fight or the AJ fight. It's a financial thing, isn't it? So,
we see they're going to fight
maybe that
next
was the
time.
reason. Maybe that was the reason that he left in the first place.
Why?
As in Dubois and Stan financially didn't think, Don was deserving of X amount. I don't know. I'm just riffing.
Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous because Don's fucking transformed Daniel's career on his own.
Yeah.
So that's what he's deserving of every last penny he gets.
Big
Don
time.
Charles. And the way he handled himself after as well, I thought was very respectful and talk sport, and the way he spoke about it was very open. I was gutted. I didn't want him. I brought him this far. I was upset. And when Simon Jordan threw every question at him, he didn't dodge any of them. Just openly spoke about it, and I thought, you know what, that's top notch. That I like that because some people just deflect questions, don't they? And it's, it's personal. I don't want to speak about it, but he was gutted, openly gutted. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They're looking to fight Zhang next.
I know. I love it. Do you love it? I love it.
Yeah.
I think Daniel beats the crap out of him. To be honest with you, if it's the right game plan.
First three rounds is dangerous, though. First three rounds, boy. Woo!
Yeah. It's two ways, and it's two ways. Zhang knocks him out in 3 or 4 rounds, or Daniel Dubois plows through him after that.
Yeah, I could see him walking onto a left hook, but at the same time, I could see Zhang just eating one of those right hands. A hard hitting, massive punching, fucking southpaw. It's just heavyweight is going to give anyone problems. But he's getting old now, isn't he? How old is he?
He hasn't looked good for. How many fights? When was the last time he looked good? He looked good against Hrgovic.
No, I agree.
Don't say Wilder. Don't say Wilder, please. Don't do that. You said that.
I
last
agree,
week.
He dropped Joe Parker twice,
still there,
didn't
isn't it? He dropped Joe Parker
Arguably
twice,
won the Joe
Wilder.
Parker fight.
He dropped Caballero, who is number 2 in the world. So the power
good though.
there.
He lost the fights though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
He dropped him.
He's fucking dangerous though, isn't he?
He's fucking dangerous.
So is Jeremy Vine.
Easy. We don't need any fucking lawsuits.
Yeah, but no, I love the fight. I really hope they make that. I'm just itching for something to be announced. Fucking.
But with the heavyweights,
grim. Yeah.
Come on, we got a lot. Come on, don't be fucking.
Oh, don't be greedy. Greedy for
negative Nancy.
One fight to be announced.
We've got loads coming up this week. Loads.
What? No, after that,
Josh,
what?
Well, it'll happen.
One
I know
fight.
what you mean. I know what you mean. They're going to announce loads of cards. Frank said it in his recent IFL interview. They're announcing cards in the next week or so. And I'm pretty sure Eddie will announce his spring schedule. I'm sure there'll be some corkers on there. So keep positive, boys. Fucking moaning.
Who's Torres Jr. fighting? Is it Frank Sanchez?
Frank Sanchez. It's in March. That's been agreed.
So he's the only guy.
Okay.
He's the only guy in the top 10 that's actually got to fight heavyweights. He's the only fighter in the top 10.
What's Coley doing? Do you know what I mean? What's he fucking about for? Right, why are you not fighting?
He called out Caballero. He went over there and held the belts up, or his interim belts, and I want you next.
Coley.
Oh, you thought he said Coley.
Coley.
Oh, right.
Coley, yeah.
But Coley needs to go on a diet first, I'm sure, before he considers any fights. He does. Billy Nelson needs to grab him and get him on a diet. It's funny, though. You speak to Billy Nelson, he says he eats healthy all the time.
I know. Fuck.
How can that be?
It can't be.
Healthy Mackie D's. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think once one's announced, then you'll see 3 or 4 of them announced because, there'll be no one left to fight, so they have to make the fights.
Do you know what? Now we're talking about...
to be announced. Go on.
Now we're talking about all this shit.
He's
Talking about
Magmadov.
boxing cards and what's on this year and all that. Can we just, before we start talking about what's happening this weekend, talk about the Zuffa boxing? Yeah. I really wanted to just address what's going on here.
I know for a fact you didn't stay up for that.
Fucking didn't. I didn't even make it past the first fight. I've got to be honest with you. It was on. I thought, right, it started on YouTube, and we're on the WhatsApp group. I'm going, boy, is this on now? Get on YouTube. And it starts. I'm like, okay, Max Kellerman, Andre Ward.
Straight away, I want to turn it off when I hear his voice.
I don't mind Max. Sometimes he's all right. He does get a bit annoying. He does
not have him, mate.
But he knows he's
fucking pick Jeremy Vine up.
Fucking Jeremy Vine. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm thinking, all right, they've got the A-team in here. Andre Ward, brilliant pundit.
I love Ward.
And then it pans to the guy, whoever's doing the stuff around the ring with the fighters and all the press and all that. Mike Coppinger, another boxing man. I'm thinking, they've got the A-team in here. Then the fight starts. I'm like, it's a fucking 4-rounder, and I don't know either of these fighters. And at that point, I just switched off. So I just thought, what is this? Like, the production looked great. I didn't even mind the font and the fucking logo and that they're done. I thought, looks great, right? Looks good. But if you it's all fur coat and no knickers, John, as we said last week, isn't it? It's like there's no substance. You can't sell this to anybody, and especially putting them in them Zuffer uniforms, trying to take away their identity. That really rubbed me up the wrong way. Seen that? They can't even wear their own robes to the ring. They've got to wear one with Zuffer on it. At what point are we going to start taking away their walk-on music as well and taking away everything else and have them...
Doesn't he control that, though, Dana White in the UFC, the walk-on music?
No, he can't do. Paddy Pimlet's got his one.
Zuffer song.
Yeah, right, okay.
But honestly, I don't know what planet this man is on. He is one of the smartest businessmen out there, Dana White, but he is way off with this. This is never, ever going to work because... he don't know about boxing. Imagine if he come on here, started chatting boxing with us. Sorry, I'm getting a bit annoyed. He wouldn't last 2 minutes on any boxing podcast. Any of us that do this every week, he wouldn't last 2 minutes. He just doesn't know enough about the sport. I mean, even we struggle with the light flyweights and the flyweights. I can't start. Other than Bam and Chocolatito and Kudras and Rangvasai, we're all struggling. But other than that, we're all good. Most of the weight classes. Dana White, I can guarantee he knows nothing. He's just a yes man. That's all he is. And he's on doing his viral content going...
Dana White is not a yes man, bruv. Dana White's a yes man.
Well, in this instance, what can he bring? He doesn't know anything about the sport. And just let me finish, right? So he does a viral content going, boxing's broken, all these promoters, they're scrambling around money together, and then at the end of it, they don't make no money, right? They had to go to the Middle East and then Saudis had to save boxing. I'm sorry, but is he not working with Turkey, Al Sheikh, on this TKO business? Last time I checked, Turkey was from the Middle East. Yeah, he did. Viral content going around. And he's saying we don't want nothing to do with the sanctioning bodies. And then Jai Pataya signs. And then he's got nothing to say about that. Clueless.
And he said, did you hear him say about soccer is the easiest sport in the world? Did you hear him say that?
3-year-olds play it.
It's soccer. That's why
it's the worst sport in the world.
Yeah,
that's why it's the most watched sport in the world, you absolute donut. I like Dana White, don't get me wrong, but he's got it so wrong with it.
He's full of contradictions, isn't he? So he's contradicted there, what he's saying about, boxing's only got better because of Middle East, which it has. He's right, but he's working with the Middle East.
He's working with the Middle East.
But also he said we won't work with any sanctioning bodies, any governing bodies, and here he is with Jai Opataya promising him undisputed.
That's why I'm saying he's a yes man, John, because Dana White, in his mind, thought he could make this work by just fucking off all the sanctions and just putting on these fight cards, making them look great, and everyone's going to tune in. It's going to take him a decade to get this up and running.
Yeah.
Ben Shalom's been at it, 3-4 years, and his business is crashing. It's gone to shit. Right? He can't get the deal, the broadcast deal. So, I don't know. I saw another Dana White video today saying that there's something massive in the pipeline towards the end of this year, and then we'll find out then how good this venture is going to be. Only then we'll find out. But I am not sold, and I just can't see how this is ever going to work. Because in life,
I'm with you.
You want to pay less and get more. Like these fighters, I don't know how they're going to make. Like the elite fighters will never fight in Zuffa. They're not going to get tied down to these slave contracts. No chance.
Jai's there.
Yeah, but Jai can't get the fight. He's like an anomaly at the moment. And even then, it's like Dana. It's what I'm saying about yes man. Dana's saying he don't want to work with the sanctioning bodies. Yet someone over his head has gone, look, we're going to sign Jai. And he's going to fight for the unified title on Zuffa. It's a complete contradiction. So Dana doesn't really, in my mind, have a say in any of this. It's honestly, it's a shambles. They need to.
It's a work in progress, isn't it? And that was what Eddie Hearn said in the interview, which I never really thought about. Is that what he had 3 10-round fights, and they were for nothing. They weren't for a title. They wasn't for an eliminator. It weren't like, if this guy beats that guy, then that means he gets that fight. There's just What does it mean?
Nothing.
Well, they're just 3 fights.
Yeah.
You're trying to reinvent the whole sport. It was different with the UFC. It was a blank canvas. That was the first to market. That's why he created it, and it's as big as it is. But you're coming into a sport that's been going around for God knows how long, since the Jack Broughton days back in 1743. Do you know what I mean?
You know that, boy? Yeah, man. Just quickly, though, we've got to say, I know this is about boxing, but fuck me, man. That Paddy against Gaethje, fuck that fight.
Oh, right.
Sometimes I don't watch UFC all the time, man. I watch that fight. Unbelievable, man. Just different type of toughness, innit? Those UFC fights.
No, John.
I never thought that Paddy Pimblett had a chin like that. Fucking hell.
No, John.
What?
A different type of toughness is that nutty bastard who climbed the fucking skyscraper.
Oh,
yeah, I watched
oh my good God.
Yeah.
My bumhole was going 10 to the dozen. It was
I
horrible.
couldn't stop watching it. I watched it live.
Yeah.
I turned it on and I thought, I'd seen the film. By the way, if you ain't seen the film, anyone, Free Solo, watch it. It's outstanding. He climbs El Capitan, which is just like that. And no ropes, unbelievable. So this was actually easy. So I knew he was going to do it, but I turned it on. Like 5 minutes in, I thought, I'll just watch a bit of it and then I'll go to bed. And then he got up to them fucking dragon things, and I'm thinking, how the fucking hell is he going to get out them? And he does it. Oh my God!
And when he done one, they go, "There's only 9 more to do."
Yeah,
fucking hell.
Unbelievable.
And it's stupid people on the floor as well taking selfies.
I know.
Hey, trying to fucking put him off. I thought he was going to fall off in a minute. Fuck off.
I think it's actually a little bit unorganised. That you couldn't just shut down that side of the building, to let him go up in peace. And all the people on the floor, every time there was like a difficult manoeuvre, whoa, really? Geezer could die up there. Then you got his wife Netflix, there. Man. His fucking wife, like, how you feeling? You're like, my husband's going to die at any moment if he fucking slips. How am I feeling? Like, surely she should just be sitting in the back of the van, biting her nails.
Shame on Netflix for putting that on. You know what I mean? He could have died easy.
Yeah. Is it going to inspire loads of little daredevils to do the same thing? Because you see them, don't you? I've seen, sometimes I go down a rabbit hole, man. I watch this stuff when they fall off and they die. I know, it's bad. You shouldn't watch it. Can't help it.
Russian kid walk along this crane and he just fell, man.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, what are you doing? Because you know what it is? It's views, isn't it? Clickbait, views, does numbers, earn money. So if you come from somewhere you might not have that much money, and you can climb. It's a way of making money.
I don't even like going on the 3rd floor of fucking things.
You're fucking just about getting your cab.
Yeah, just about. Jeremy.
Anything else before we talk about those folks' fights?
Zuffer boxing, up or down? Yes or no?
Well, no. Do you know what though? I guarantee they will do some good stuff because they've got so much money being ploughed in. If they're thinking they'll do some good stuff, but they'll do it in a contradiction to what their original game plan was.
Ultimately, are they just going to be a promoter? Is it just going to be another promoter? Like Top Rank's gone. Bob's gone, and he will. If he ain't gone, he's going to be gone soon. So is he just going to be there's space? There you go. There's another promoter. Al's gone. Al Heyman, does he even have fighters anymore? Like PBC.
See, that's the smart way. That's the smart move. Do it like that, and then put on these big fucking brilliant shows. Stick it in the White House. He's friends with Donald Trump, and things like that. Like that will catch the eye. You got to work with the sanctioning bodies because Eddie Hearn said it, nailed it. He said these fighters actually want the belts. Right, the legacy and history in the belts. They want the belts. See Dalton Smith. He made the comparison with Dalton Smith. Mm-hmm. You think he would have knocked out someone and got the Zuffer belt? He's going to react like that? No chance. So forget this Zuffer shit. Maybe call it Zuffer boxing, but still fight for the normal.
There's a lot of fighters, though. What is true? There's a lot of fighters that are not earning anything from boxing. Fighters that we see on our screens. It's only like that. 10% at the top, 10, 15% at the top that are earning all the money. So it's what happens to the rest of them? I think if that's why whenever I hear the whole UFC or whatever he's trying to do, if the money is spread more evenly, because I do think that, I think some of the money that the top fighters earn is so disproportionate to what the middle fighters are earning. And you can't earn your money without having the middle fighters that you need to fight on the way up. They make the sport.
Yeah, but how you make that work? You can't make that work. What, you're going to tell all the elite to earn less and to give some of their purses and filter it down to the fighters below?
The money needs to be spread more evenly. I don't know how. I mean, fucking...
I don't know why it does, though. Everyone watches the elite fighters. Nobody, like, the casuals won't watch the fucking
Yeah, but how many fights? Let's just say, what was the fight you picked to fight of the year the other day, Sonny? Conor Walker against who was he fight? What, they should have been paid more for that fight. How many fights like that do we see where they should, if it was promoted better, they should earn more money for those fights? There's loads of those middle Dana, fights.
All right, let me come back on you. So whatever Conor got, I don't know what he got. He gets a little bit more for that fight, but now he's tied into a 3-fight deal. His next fight could be for a world title. So if he goes and takes the world title of Lewis Crocker, who's got 2 fights left with Zuffa, instead of now maximising and cashing out on what he's just done, he's now tied in to some sort of slave deal, which is what Dana does. So it will take a decade for it all to fucking come round and somehow work. I just can't see it.
Tried to poach your favourite fighter, didn't he?
Oh.
Bam, innit?
Bam.
Yeah. Bam fucked them off and went, I'm staying where I am, mate. Re-signed. Good for him.
He got more money because of them.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows,
I think he's going to just turn into another promoter. And ultimately, if they all just get along, and then certain promoters are going to have certain weight divisions locked down, right? They're just going to have more fighters in those weight divisions, and they've just got to work with each other. It's like, I'm going to let this guy go and fight on you. Like what Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren are doing now. There's something going on there where it's healthy. They're letting fighters go on each other's cards and fight. Dana White just needs to get involved in that, and it is what it is, and then you're all going to earn money.
The thing I really want to see is Dana White and Oscar De La Hoya press conference before he fucks it off.
That would never happen.
I've got to see that.
But I just think he's stupid that he didn't go, right, okay, let's do this Zuffa boxing, but let's work with everyone. Let's be friendly with everyone so that we make the very best fights. Everyone's going to earn money. Everyone's going to get good fights. All the fans are going to be happy. Instead, he's gone, right, we'll do it on our own venture and everything. It's like,
but didn't Eddie Hearn do the same thing when he went to America? No, slightly. He was
nowhere near the same.
Wait. When Eddie Hearn left Sky Sports and he went to DAZN, he did say he wanted to crush Sky Sports, right, at the time. And then when he went over there, he even admitted, he went over there flapping his gums, giving it the big I am, and he put all the other American promoters off. They didn't want to work with him, tried to freeze him out. I even think his attitude at the time was part of the reason why Wilder ended up fighting Fury rather than trying to get the Wilder and Joshua fight over the line. Eddie Hearn pissed a lot of people off at the time. He even admits it. He was a bit too brash when he went over there. So why the fuck did they do it? He'd done it, and now he's saying he's learnt a lot and he wants to work with people more. So maybe it's just their characters.
I don't know. But they were bad characters over there anyway, weren't they? It was all Leonard Ellaby and who else was it at the time? Al Heyman and whatnot. And they were all like, well, Eddie's going to try and come into our market. He can fuck off. You know what I mean? Leonard Ellaby was fucking nasty about it all. So I think Eddie knew that he was never going to work with him. So he wanted to chin him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I fancy Eddie in that anyway.
Yeah.
Got a reach, shouldn't he?
All right. Predictos for T.O. Shakur, is it? Well, you've done yours, didn't you?
I had a little bit. No, I'm not really. I had a little piece on it, but I'm just trying to play the fight out of my head. And if T.O. just has too many moments in a round where he allows Shakur just to dictate, land 4 or 5 jabs, he's trying to work his way in. He can't get past the jab. A minute goes, minute and a half goes, and then he somehow breaks the distance. He gets tied up. Referee breaks and back on the jab again. He'll lose this convincingly. I think he's just got to try and break that construct, that real fucking rigid, disciplined construct to Shakur and get in and maybe switch. He just switch hitter. That's how he got to Lomachenko a lot when he broke the distance with Lomachenko and Josh Taylor as well. Like the way he thought Josh Taylor was brilliant. When the chips are down, he's not favoured. I think you see the best of T.O. as well a lot of the time. And I think with this, he's just got to switch a little bit and just give Shakur some different looks as he's trying to break the distance and come in. If it's all too predictable, it's too easy for Shakur and it will just be, 10-2 type of fight. But he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to fight Shakur. He's going to be made to fight at moments in this. So let's see how his chin holds up. I've never
Zepeda made him fight. Zepeda had him up at the ropes and caught him clean. If I remember rightly.
But this is T.O. and he can punch. Remember what he did to Richard Comey? That was down at 35 though. Yeah.
By the way, we're talking about this with, as you can see, fair play above us in the banner. And yes, Fair Play, the very best place for social betting. The link is below in the comments. Crack on. They are blinding for having a little social flutter with your friends. That is the main premise of the app, and it's the very best in the game for it. So get over to Fair Play, download the app. Fantastic stuff. Johnny B, predict it.
I feel like, I mean, if there's any justice, I feel like Teofimo should win this fight. Just in terms of, for boxing, as in, he's an amazing fighter. He really is. Like, everything that Kai said, he's like a come forward sort of counter puncher. He's just got great balance. He'll counter punch you with anything. Left hand, right hand, uppercuts. Those little feints as he comes in, just breaking his opponent's rhythm, put him off, and he's blinding. Just good balance. Say he can whack. And it's exciting. These are the types of fights you want to see. Like Shakur Stevenson, we said it a million times. I just don't really like watching him fight. He's just too defensively minded. But like what he does is amazing. It's hard to get to him. His feet are just unbelievable. If you look at him, his legs are fucking massive, mate. So he's strong. He can just keep that movement for 12 rounds. We've seen him do it loads of times. He's got enough pop to keep his opponent honest. He's far. Yeah, I think he has. He's got fast. His hands are really fast. Hit you with everything. Any combo, just, as soon as you let go, he already knows what's coming. He's going to catch and counter. He's unbelievable fighter, but he just bores the fucking life out of him. I just don't like watching that style of fighting. But, I mean, my prediction is Shakur Stevenson wins the fight. And I think I looked at the Sandor Martin fight with Teofimo Lopez. That was a southpaw, and that wasn't a good night for Teo. He won the fight, but he could have easily lost that fight. And there was moments in that fight where when he's got to go forward, force the action, and then just throw that shot, as in, this guy's just going to wait all day. He ain't going to throw for me to counter. I've got to be the first one to throw. When he gets in that mindset and he's got to start overreaching, pushing the action, you've got someone like Sandor Martin that night was just on the back foot, pivoting this way, pivoting that way. He was controlling him with his jab a lot of the time. He just frustrated the hell out of him. And when you look at Shakur, he's a sort of fighter. He don't give a fuck what the fans think. He don't care if everyone boos in there. I ain't going to throw first. I'm just going to wait. You can be the first one to throw so I can counter you. Do you know what I mean? So it's that sort of way the fight is going to play out. And I just think Shakur Stevens like, no, we're going to do it my way. But it does worry me that Cepeda got to him a few times, and I think Teofimo is going to be able to get to him. I think he's probably going to learn from the Sandor Martin fight. Even, I tell you, the other fight was the Kambosos fight. If you look at that fight, Kambosos was waiting. I don't know whether they've done their research on that, but he was waiting a lot for Teo. And when Teo's got to throw, when someone waits and they don't throw first, I don't think it's good for him. Like that Barboza fight, he was coming at Teofimo Lopez, and I think that's what he wants. Josh Taylor coming at Teofimo. That's when he's at his best. So I'll be sitting there cheering for Teo, but I think Shakur probably wins the fight.
I'm with you. I'm with everyone. Everyone here.
Shakur on points.
When you got Terence Crawford saying Shakur's an absolute genius, you got a serious fighter in your hands, haven't you? I've never seen him put a foot wrong. Shakur, maybe a little bit in the Cepeda fight, but it wasn't much. You know what I mean? He weathered a little bit of a storm, but other than that, man, if that man don't want to get hit, he won't get hit. You know what I mean? I think he's just going to outclass him here. I really do. And then you got QD win, and you got the old man as well, haven't you? In Teo's corner,
feeding him information. Yeah, I mean, I want Teo to win.
You think that's a bad thing?
Well,
yeah, he's just, remember that. Yeah, it's a bit. Remember the time when he was fighting Kambosos? Remember that, and all the instructions in the back when all that stuff went viral. It's like, just hit him with your right hand. Just punch him. Yeah. That's all he kept saying in the corner. Yeah. So
right.
It's the first step up at 140 though. He's going to taste some power in there.
That's the only anomaly, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of a concern for Shakur. It's a brilliant fight. I honestly can't wait. I wish I could start for it. Really, I
just can't bring myself to say that about any fucking fight that Shakur's in.
Do you know why I'm saying it? Because Devin Haney exists in the boxing world. Devin Haney's got the tag as the most boring fighter in the boxing world. Yeah, let's just say that. At least Devin Haney's happy to just go, Bang, move around. Bang, move around. Oh, a minute and a half, 2 minutes gone. Oh, I've won the round now. Don't have to do fuck all. Go back to the corner. But Shakur, I think, sometimes does work off the jab and does throw the backhand. He does. It's not as bad as Devin Haney.
He ain't as bad.
Was it De Los Santos fight when they threw a record?
Yeah, that was
low
horrendous,
punches,
that one.
60-odd punches or whatever it was.
That's what I mean. He does not care.
But
Doesn't
I quite
care.
enjoyed the Josh Padley one. I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed the Zepeda fight. I thought it was a half decent fight.
That was.
So Shakur is not always like that. Devin Haney's like that every time he steps through the ropes. So, and respect to Shakur for going up and taking that fight. Devin Haney takes the big fights as well. So respect to him.
Yeah, he does.
Which bores everyone to tears. So yeah, for boxing's sake, I hope Teofimo Lopez wins.
Okay.
Same.
On to what is very likely to be a much more exciting fight. Kelly and Murtazaliev. Johnny B, far away.
Just fucking deal me in. But this is just where I'm at with. But I just prefer this fight. There's so many asterisks. There's so many narratives. Josh Kelly, he was like this golden boy. Everyone was raving about him. Like he was going to be the world champion. Like stuff saying about Shakur, you could say similar stuff to Josh Kelly. Fast feet, fast hands, hit you with anything. Brilliant movement, gets off the line, head movement. Feints, all of that, and then he stepped up against Avanesian. I thought he was going to win. I knew it was going to be a tough fight, but I thought he was going to win the fight. I thought he was just going to have too much for him, too many looks, and the way Avanesian walked through him, it was one of those. I'll never ever forget that night watching it. It was like my mouth was open, and he just walked through him and just battered the hell out of him, blood everywhere. And then since then, we're all thinking, right, that's it. Like he's done. He's not that guy. And that's the thing with boxing. Sometimes in the pro game, you can show all of the talent, but then you go up and you have the acid test and then you're just not made off that stuff. Because sometimes you're going to come against these fighters that they've seen the looks. They know how to cut the ring off and they can take a shot, they can hold a shot, and they're going to keep coming forward. And they're going to drain your gas tank, and they're going to get you. That's when you have the acid test. And he had that, and then he failed. However, the old mental health, weren't fit. I think he said he was sick, didn't make weight right. He was too big at the weight. There was loads of excuses. No crowd. Yeah, exactly. So there was excuses. I tend to believe Josh Kelly about the mental health stuff as well. I know some people, might play that card, but I believe him about that. But then since then, I feel like he has been a little bit in a witness protection program. Like he's had a lot of sort of fights that he can win, and he's been protected maybe from like big punches and stuff like that. But now, he's up against Murtazaliev. This geezer can punch like fuck. He's a good fighter. He moves well. He's got a variety of shots. He's got the reach advantage of him. He's tall. Took Cole K out of there, took Tim Zhu out of there. This is it. We are really here. You've got another guy that can take a shot. He can walk through shots. He's got a gas tank and he can bring you into deep waters. It's like, fuck me. The narratives are all there. It's like, is all this going to come flooding back and we're going to have another Avanesian? Or are you the real deal, Josh Kelly? Are you up at 154 now? Is this your guaranteed weight? And are you going to show us on the night and pick up that world title? So I so hope that he does it. I so hope that he does it for him and that he is that guy. But before I say my prediction, what are you saying, boy?
You got me pumped now, son. You got me pumped with that. I'm fucking
left us on a knife
edge. Sonny, go on. You go first.
Yeah. You covered a lot of it there, really. He has been in the witness protection program. I mean, some of the fights he had since Avanesian, it was getting a bit boring. But having said that, the Troy Williamson win has aged very well. The Ishmael Day hasn't aged bad either. What worries me is the end of the Avanesian fight, the end of the Ishmael Davis fight. That does worry me when they were starting to get to him. And if Murtazaliev gets to him in that same way, it's probably going to be well and truly over. I could just see him outskilling him though, because I do think he's much more slick boxer. I really do see that, and I can see him doing it for 12 rounds, just being elusive enough to not get caught. But it is a big ask. I'm going to hand it over to you, Kai, before I go and say my prediction as well. But I think you covered a lot of it, John. I tell you, just before you go, Kai, it does worry me a little bit, his build up to this fight, in the sense that the opponents maybe haven't been tailored towards such a big fight. I compared it the other day to Anthony Yard. You know what I mean? He has like easy touches and then a great big fucking fight against a Beterbiev or a Benavidez. There's no in between. So I feel like he's missing the in between fight here, but I think he can possibly do it. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that Tim Tszyu knockout gave me nightmares.
The left hook, mate.
I mean, that was probably knockout of the year, wasn't it? It was unbelievable. Caught him clean, and he's just such a heavy hitter, and he's a proper fucking 154 pounder, as is Josh Kelly now, right? And Avanesian thing, just quickly touch on that. He was struggling at the weight. The signs were there when he fought that Ray Robinson and got a sneaky draw out of it. I thought, you know what, you probably should move up. So, I mean, I think there was the European title that was on offer for Avanesian at the time. Conor Benn was floating about, so that would have given him some leverage in a Conor Benn fight. But he went from like being a golden boy, good-looking kid, getting all these, modelling deals on Instagram and things. It's gone from that. The mental health thing, I agree, John, was a real thing for him. I 100% believe that. Then he's gone off, he's had a family. And you've got to respect Josh Kelly because he's reinvented his career, I don't think he's been earning that much money recently in these fights. He can't have been paying him loads for fighting some of these fighters. You're saying he's like, the opponents haven't been great. That's because of his promotional outfit. Eddie Hearn dropping him didn't fucking help matters either, because obviously Josh Kelly at the time probably demanded a certain fee, but he'd lost in quite a brutal fashion. So Eddie Hearn's like, does that outweigh what I'm going to pay for him, outweigh what I'm going to get back from him? But he's reinvented himself on a shitty channel with, I love the Sauerlands, but, he's not been promoted correctly. Troy Williamson fight was a dangerous fight at the time because of what he did to Ted Cheeseman. And I picked Troy for that fight. I think a lot of people did, but he just boxed his head off. So can he do it again is the question. That
Ishmael Davis fight, I looked
worrying
at the scores,
towards the end,
and one judge had it a draw, and then the other two judges, they only had it like a round in that fight.
Well, it was worrying. I thought he won a bit wider
I thought it was
than
a bit more, yeah.
Not much though, maybe 3 rounds. He was getting tagged at the end. If that's Murtazaliev walking you down with 2 rounds to go, it's not going to happen for you.
It's
not going to happen for you.
Murtazaliev's best punch is that his left hand. His left hook is fucking unbelievable. He throws a short whipping left hook. That's what caught Tim Tszyu. He also throws that left hook to the body really well. Don't think he's got to worry about the right hand. He'll probably get knocked out with the right hand now. That right hand, it don't seem like that's his money punch, his right hand. It's the left hook he seemed to set up his shots with, his left hook. But he had that fight with that Colgate, and I was watching that earlier. The description, fight of the year against Colgate, and fuck me, what a fight. See, he can get hit, but even when he was getting hit a lot in this fight against Colgate, he just kept walking forward. And then it was like, by the time he got to that Colgate and he knocked him out in the 11th round, it was just war of attrition. The geezer was fucked. As I say, all his construct had broken. He was just like, he was knackered throwing shots. He got caught and he got knocked out. So it's, you're going to hit him. He's definitely going to tee off and hit Murtazaliev. However, have you got enough power to keep this boy honest? Because he's going to keep coming and coming and coming. And
that's what I'm saying.
He hits harder than Ishmael Davis, and he's got better shots. He's got harder shots.
He hits harder than anyone Josh Kelly's ever been in a ring with.
I agree.
And I can see Josh Kelly winning, looking really slick and fast and winning some early rounds. But I think he's going to get walked down. I think I think he'll get stopped rounds 8 to 12, and that's my prediction. Murtazaliev late stoppage, sadly.
Adam Booth,
I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong.
Know.
I mean, Adam Booth ain't a silly man. He obviously sees that Josh has got enough now in order to beat someone like that, and that, I mean, that's a fact, by the way, because they have taken it very easy up to this point. You know what I mean? So finally, Adam Booth sees it enough in Josh to be able to win this fight.
Do you know what?
I'm going on a whim, but I'm going to go with Josh Kelly just on the basis that Adam Booth sees that he's got enough now.
I hope you're right.
I think he might outslick him.
It's a false fight as well, though, isn't it? Because it's for the vacant. No, it's for the he's the mandatory.
He's the IBF champion.
Yeah, so it's like like what you're saying. He's picked fights correctly, but it's like you're the mandatory. Like, this is the end of the road, bruv. There's no more picking. You're in the IBF rankings. This is the belt that you chose to go down, and now we're at the end of the road, bruv. It's not like he's getting to pick he manoeuvre his fights. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you've got to fight this guy now if you want to win the world title.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and that bounce back after Avanesian. If he wins this on Saturday, then I was wrong. You know what I mean? That bounce back after Avanesian, the sort of easy touches into the Troy Williamson, into the Ishmael Davis, that was a perfect route if he wins. But on paper at the minute, it just looks like a big jump.
He might be able to hold a shot better than we give him credit for, Josh Kelly. Not seen it because his opponents ain't been there. So who knows? Maybe I've judged this completely wrong, and Josh Kelly will win this fucking 12-0. Who knows? He just got to keep moving. Don't be standing up against a rope for a fraction longer than you need to. You're not Sonny Edwards. You're not going to be in the corner slipping and sliding. Move every second of every round. Keep moving. I can't wait, left,
man.
right, left, right. It's going to be great.
It's going to, honestly,
it's going to be great.
Because that's why I can't wait to watch it, because it's all of the unknowns. Like, every round as it unfolds, it's like, fuck. I mean, it's my heart, but a bit of my head as well. I do believe in that. You know, like, I probably can't think of one off the top of my head, but it does happen. You're fighting at a weight and you're killing yourself. I'll give you an example. Tony Bellew talks about it enough, doesn't it? Is it Adonis Stevenson?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he was killing himself at the weight. Then you look at him when he goes up the weights, looks like a different fighter. Yeah. You know, fuller, can hold a shot. So I think that if he's clever, he gets in, he gets his shots off, and he gets out. And there are going to be moments where he's going to have to stand and fight. And he did that against Ishmael Davis, though. In the pocket, he was just throwing big shots, and then boom, he was out. But when you get out, you got to get off the fucking line and keep your head moving, because that's what that Cold K fucked up. Every time he got in, he was having success. When he got out, he was exhausted from it, and he just stood in front of him. And that Murtazaliev, what he does well is he'll throw a combo, but as soon as he throws it, he'll keep going forward. You know, like just throwing straight punches just to put the pressure on. He was doing that against Cold K. So once he gets in and gets his shots off, Josh Kelly, he's going to be quicker. He's going to have better movement. You got to get in and you got to get the fuck out. And you just got to find places to take a breather, because I think he will. I think his feet are going to be. I just think he's going to do it, but I think it's going to be very, very tight coming towards those back end, those last rounds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guess who's on the undercard though?
Yeah, I was just going to say we've got Josh. Hold on. I was going to say we've got Josh Padley on the undercard, and we've got Leo Atang, but then we've got someone who hits much harder than Leo Atang, much harder than Atalma and Wilder.
Pound for pound. The best puncher.
Elif
Turhan, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Elif Turhan on the undercard. Get your popcorn ready. Someone's getting iced. Whoever it is. Poor Karen in the other corner. I feel bad for her already. Whoever it is.
Up the Turhan.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's experienced. Like, fucking hell.
I don't think it matters, does it? Beatrix Ferreira was experienced. Look what happened to her.
Fucking does for her.
I can't wait to see Leo Atang. I'm loving Leo Atang, man. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be pucker.
Brilliant night.
Yeah.
Been a month, lads.